Booting process is an essential operation performed by the computer when we turn it on. During booting, the system checks both the software and hardware components and loads the necessary files for the system to function. To understand this, let's go to the first step of the booting process, the power-up. As we turn on the computer, power supply surges to various components including the motherboard. The central processor or the CPU, which is located in the motherboard, executes startup code in the read-only memory chip or RAM, a primary storage of a computer. This will then trigger the next step, which is the POS or Power On Self-Test as part of the boot process. A series of initial diagnostic tests is executed to ensure computer system functionality. To begin, POS locates the firmware, a software that identifies whether the computer is on or off. Then, the startup screen appears. Random access memory or RAM is being tested, and if any error has occurred, it will be displayed here. After that, you can now enter the system setup by pressing a key, which differs depending on the system. F2, F10, and F12 are the most commonly utilized keys. If the system tests were successful, a single beep can be heard.
After functionality is validated and the BIOS is loaded, the boot sequence is executed by the BIOS. The boot sequence or boot order lists the order of storage devices that contains the program code which will load the operating system. The order is significant as it is the sequence the computer will normally search for the most suitable device. After it finds an appropriate booting device, the booting process loads the operating system from it. The operating system is then loaded to random access memory or RAM, and any instructions included particular to the operating system is executed. When the operating system is safely loaded to RAM, the boot process transfers its control over the operating system, which will then execute any pre-configured startup routines as defined by the users. This ends the booting process and the computer is under the control of the operating system and can now be used.